I'm here in London today checking out the new Instax 41 camera. It's quite a hell of a journey and I really like coming into London to do these little kind of videos. What was quite interesting is that they invited us down and they challenged us to take a certain amount of photos. I decided to go a little bit overboard and probably took too many photos today, but it was a nice chance to check out the camera, get some street photos, and there are a lot of photos here that I'm actually reasonably quite happy with. We started off going to the Fujifilm House of Photography where they gave us a brief kind of like look over the product, talking about kind of like what the design aspects of this camera actually is. The other thing they decided to do is take us out on a photo walk and challenge us to take a select amount of photos in and around London. Today my saving grace, of course, the GoPro. As we're going around taking photos, it gave me the opportunity to really kind of like hold up the camera, look at it, take photos, explain what I'm taking photos of. And it's just a godsend for content creators like myself that don't have anyone else to film you, so you can really kind of like focus in on the content that you're doing. A lot of this video shall be taken in a sort of like first person perspective, just kind of like showing you my experience of the camera as well as my experience of taking photos. You might even learn something about street photography. I think I'm okay at it. The category is of course a cute dog, a close-up of some flowers, the TFL logo, a pigeon, a reflection, a silhouette, something springy, and the last but not least, a colourful red photo. So what can we do here? As we go around, I'll kind of explain that and also talk a little bit about the Instax itself. Our guide on the day was of course Joshua Edgoose, who also does Framelines, which do a bunch of photography content themselves, and it was really interesting to gain his perspective, but also check out his amazing photography. As you can probably tell, I'm now trying to grab the photo of the valuable pigeon, and it came out alright, not fantastic. To kind of recompose what I did is I went around the monument and took the pigeon from a different angle facing towards the sun. I knew what I was going to get here was a sun spot, so like where the sun has just gone completely black because it's burnt the film, but it was kind of what I was going for in this particular situation. Also, she looks like she was having fun. The camera itself is simple. It's an Instax MINI in terms of general functionality. You've got the ability to do a macro mode there, and I will say the exposure, the automatic exposure settings inside of the camera actually work really quite well, and it's quite a powerful little device. The biggest thing when it comes to the Instax 41 though is, of course, it is very much designed out of the like typical pastel designs of the past. One thing I'd like to say, if you can actually hear me, is I actually really quite like the design of this, opposed to the old pastel-y kind of like designs of the sort of like more childlike Instax, like Mini 8s and stuff. This Mini 41 is absolutely gorgeous, kind of a retro modern aesthetic, which I quite like. And I can very much see it being a tool a lot of people are going to use because it's just a lot of fun to shoot with. Now, I'm not going to lie, Mini 8 cameras have never really inspired me to actually take photos. I did quite like the Leica Sofa, which we recorded recently, and oh, Joshua spotted something. Oh, there's this guy, let's take that photo. They never really inspired me to, you know, actually get one. Although saying that, I have actually got them for family members in the past because they work quite well for relatives, old people, but also young people there as well. I do, however, really quite like the design here, and the actual images, like I said, came out pretty damn well across the board, apart from a few shots which didn't really quite work. Heading back over to the tree now, I decided to have a look at the flowers that were growing inside of it. I actually found a reasonably interesting composition here, decided to use the macro mode to be able to create a photo, and there was actually something stuck up in the tree, which I thought might have come out pretty cool. It kind of works, you know, it's a right photo. When it comes to doing street photography, you often feel like you're a little bit out of place, like you're taking photos of people that don't necessarily want to get their photos taken of. But with something small and compact like this, people don't really pay any attention because it looks like a toy, right? It was actually a lot of fun doing this, and I could see my creative thoughts really kind of like expanding and coming up with new concepts, new compositions, and it was a lot of fun. The other great thing about Mini 8s and just most Instax cameras is how easy it is to just change some film. I mean, this does feel a little bit like almost Call of Duty-esque, doesn't it? But it's kind of fun just to change the film, press the button, get going again. What I'm going to do is offer you the opportunity to take similar photos, right? send it back to us. Let us know what you think of it. But the photos I'm actually reasonably happy with, and it's some of the best kind of instant photo cameras, photos that I've actually taken. Opposed to cameras like the Leica Sofa, as well as the Evo versions of the camera, which are more digital, you actually get an optical shot here, which in some cases might actually be a lot sharper than you would actually get otherwise. It is quite a lot of fun. The other great thing about shooting Instax cameras, and in particular like the Mini series, is it really takes you away from using anything digital. Instead of looking at a screen, you're looking in and around you, taking photos of just what's about and enjoying the world as it stands. And this is what I think going out with these sort of Polaroid cameras does quite well. I told you it wasn't going to be the last photo I took of a pigeon today, and you know, we took a group photo to kind of celebrate take-in photos and the Instax 41 launch. It was actually a lot of fun this day, but we still had a little bit more shooting to do. Okay, I got one laugh, that's pretty good. I hear you got the stuff.
The film that you want me to deal for you?
Yeah, can you open it for me?
Of course I can, my friend.
Yes, I used up my second round of film here. Probably should have asked in a different way. Maybe. Ultimately, you're probably asking yourself, why would I get an Instax camera in the first place? Well, the cameras actually offer you the ability to really step back and just enjoy the moment, which is why they get used in a lot of like wedding situations, as well as, you know, general parties. The other side of it is that this isn't actually that expensive of a camera, with the price point being $94.99 actually makes it quite affordable, and again it steps away from the sort of like childlike design of the previous one, making it more a mature design for both men and females, and yeah.
Does that mean?
Yes.
The street photographer gets street photography. Damn it. What was nice to see as well is that they're releasing a case for the Mini 48. This pretty much fits the camera nice and snug, making sure that no damage actually occurs on the camera. Because of the situations that you're generally going to put these in, they're not necessarily the strongest camera in the world, being a full plastic construction, but overall the camera feels excellent and the case nice and secure. What we want. Thank you for inviting us down to the Fujifilm House of Photography. These are the photos that I chose out of everything that I took on the day. I was really quite happy with them. The images look really quite nice and kind of what I was going for when I was taking the photo. Unfortunately, I lost a couple of the photos along the way somewhere. I think they fell out of my pocket, but the experience was lovely. The camera, a hell of a lot of fun. And maybe I'll do something like this again in the future. If you like the video, make sure you like, follow and subscribe if you want to see more. Of course, Wales and West Photography Show is coming up this year between the 19th and the 21st of June. So make sure you come down to the show and maybe you'll be able to get your hands on some of this new tech that we're trying out. So look forward to seeing you there. Have a good day.